Good morning, everybody. Welcome into Spirit of Life Alchemy. Today is Sunday, the 24th of March 2024, and this is your morning message tarot reading. A bit late, that's because yes, I normally record them the day before, but I had such a busy day yesterday. I was totally exhausted by the time I'd finished that I just didn't have the energy. So here we are, better late than never. This is your morning message tarot reading. So we have some astrology for today. We have the moon starting off in Virgo, where it's going to form an earth trine to Uranus in Taurus, and then an opposition to Neptune in Pisces before entering Libra. We also have Venus in Pisces forming a sextile to Jupiter in Taurus. So there could be shocks and surprises. The key is to release, dissolve, and balance. Venus sextile Jupiter requires patience to ground into comfort and self-love, self-worth, deservability. Nurture yourself, trust the process, that everything is unfolding as it needs to. Okay, so that being said, let's do some cards for today, and let's just see. So we're going to have the Gaia deck and we're going to have Mary L. So let's see, what do we need to know? Just put my glasses on my head out the way. So what do we need to know for Sunday the 24th of March 2024? Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate today's energies for our highest and greatest good? What do we need to know? Okay, how's everyone doing with this upcoming lunar eclipse, full moon? Are you feeling it? I'm feeling it really, really strong. But can make no conclusions about it yet because we're not there yet and it's still unfolding for me. So, cards. We've got the Search, feeling lost, confused, lonely. That can be another indication of that moon in Virgo opposing Neptune in Pisces. That sense of confusion, and in that confusion not knowing which way to go, not being able to sort of get a grip on anything. Pisces and Neptune is all of everything that we can't touch, that we can't name, that is outside sort of I say reality. It's like sort of all the illusions and the delusions, and it's not knowing what's real and not or not. Okay, then we've got loss, so grief, sadness and resurrection. So just, allowing those feelings to be, okay, not trying to push them away, not trying to ignore them, or just allow yourself to be in those energies, because that's what brings the resurrection. Okay, and then we have apprehension, moving out into the world, doubt and fear. So again, the more emotions that could be coming up, that shock and confusion, surprises. Maybe you feel going along feeling all okay, and then there's suddenly this emergence of feeling lost, of feeling confused or lonely. Maybe it's sadness and grief that comes up. Maybe it's doubt or fear. All this, with it being, as we're going into this full moon lunar eclipse, it is about shining light onto the shadows. Okay, so just sitting with whatever comes up, and also knowing that this too shall pass. And often, what's coming up with this full moon lunar eclipse is to be released, is to be cleared, And over the next 2 weeks through till the rebirth at the new moon solar eclipse in Aries, and that renewed sense of I am, you know, we are in this process of letting go of something. So tomorrow in the UK, it happens at 7 a.m. Check your time zone for when it happens for you. But once it's peaked and we're into the waning energies, that's the time to set the intention for what it is that you're letting go of, and work over the next 2 weeks through to the new moon in Aries, and that solar eclipse, to release, you know, whatever loss or sadness or what's limiting you, where you give your power away, relationships that are no longer working for you. How you give your power away in relationships, I think, is going to be a big one with this energy. But yeah, fear of and doubt about relationships. But the key is not to push any of it away, but to stay with it, because there's valuable knowledge, wisdom, knowing in the energy. So let's do some tarot and see what the tarot wants to tell us, add to the story. So what do we need to know for Sunday the 24th of March 2024? Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate today's energies for our highest and greatest good? Going to give one more, because that last shuffle was a bit all over the place. So let's see, what do we need to know? I will be doing a reading specifically for the full moon lunar eclipse after I've done this reading. So if anyone does need guidance and things like that, specifically around the full moon lunar eclipse, it will be in that reading. And then there's always tomorrow mornings as well, which I'll be doing after I've done the full moon lunar eclipse reading. So where we find us death, you know. Yep. Okay, we've got the death card, we've got the Queen of Discs, we've got the Three of Discs, we've got the Hierophant, we've got the Star, nice energy, clarifies, we've got the Ace of Cups, we've got the Ace of Swords, we've got the Magician. You see, out of this confusion and loneliness and loss and fear and everything, there's an upsurge of new energy coming through. What's going on in the subconscious? We've got the Queen of Cups, we've got the Page of Cups, we've got the Five of Discs, we've got the Eight of Wands, we've got the King of Discs, we've got Justice, which is the Libra card, we've got Judgment. Okay, we've got the Four of Discs, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. We've got the Seven of Swords, we've got the Strength card. Yeah, that's it. That's the reading. Okay, so... oh, yeah, there's a really strong message here for... for today as we go into the energies of the full moon lunar eclipse. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 major arcana cards. So we've got some spiritual big jobs going on here, as you would expect in eclipse season. Okay, so let's see, where do we start? So, what are we letting go of? What are we transforming? What sort of metamorphosis is wanting to be born through you? Okay, there's something to let go of. Okay, and emotional. With those Gaia cards, Gaia deck cards, we've got a lot of different aspects that could be coming up to be released. Okay, so how we've got here and what's moving into the past. We've got the Queen of Discs here. So the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so the Queen of Velvet, waiting, of divine timing, nurturing, Earth Mother energy, fixed Earth, Taurus energy. Taurus is where we've got both Uranus being aspected today by the moon, and also Jupiter being aspected by Venus in Pisces energy. And what I'm noticing in this card, and I've not really noticed it before actually, is that she's actually crying diamonds. And sort of tying into those feelings of feeling lost and confused and lonely, the grief, the sadness, the fear, the doubt. They offer precious gifts and treasure to us, okay, by not turning our back on them, by not running away from them, from not trying to suppress them, for just allowing them to come up and to sit with them, and ask what is their gift. Okay, that brings resurrection, that brings the death and rebirth. Okay, so that Taurus energy is that patience, that being in the body, self-love, self-worth, that deservability. Those emotions coming up are where we've not felt that self-love, not felt the deservability, held on to past hurts and things like that. So yeah, this just getting this huge opportunity to begin releasing those. Okay, the card underneath, the foundation, we've got the Three of Discs. Okay, usually for me about connection and collaboration. So that energy is definitely in the energy of the reading. Also balancing mind, body and spirit on an inner level. But what I'm getting as well is, nurturing your inner child. Okay, because often these emotions that are coming up began in our childhood. Our parents, they did the best they could with what they had, but they were most likely dealing with their own fears, doubts, anxieties, griefs, their own traumas and things like that. And we're not aware of, what was happening for us. So part of this energy, I feel, is going back into our childhood, maybe even going beyond that into past lives. I don't know if you do ancestor stuff, soul stuff. My weekend is definitely about soul retrieval, working with the luminous ancestors, and integrating shadow, integrating parts of my shadow. So yeah, very much to do with this energy. So going back and work with the inner child, the small child that carries these emotions. Okay, going in as your divine feminine, your divine masculine. So if you're a woman, maybe working with your animus. If you're a man, working with your anima and being the divine parents of your inner child. Just the huge opportunity for healing here. Okay, and then the message from Spirit. Okay, we've got the Hierophant. The key, as always, one foot in the spiritual realms in the 5D, and your other foot in the physical realms in the 3D, and being your own bridge to source, okay, and channeling and co-creating that source energy down into the 3D world. Again, coming back to the Three of Discs here, that co-creation, connection and collaboration, collaborating with God and Gaia, the divine masculine, the divine feminine. It's seeing all these different levels of which this energy is working on. Okay, being your own inner guru, your own inner teacher, all that wisdom is within you. And that's the magic. We've got the magician out as well. So yeah, it's always, you know, I talk about this often, about sort of 80% of your work as a human being in your life is to do the inner work. Okay, and then sort of as you do that, then it's like 20% outer work. Life's a lot easier when we do the inner work. If we're trying to do anything in the outer work, where we've got all this inner stuff going on that hasn't been worked with, integrated, healed, processed, you haven't come back to yourself, it's a lot harder to do the outer work, because we're in conflict with ourselves, because we're not, you know, we're fighting different aspects of ourselves, we're being held hostage by different aspects of ourselves. We need to see all parts of ourselves, the dark and the light, and integrate those together to take us forward. We can't change what happened in the past, but we can reclaim our power from it, okay, and change our relationship with those aspects of ourselves. Okay, and then, and also in this Hierophant card, we got the Caduceus coming up the front of the figure here, and the key. You know, symbolically, you've got all the symbols here. And then what we're moving on to is the star energy. So hope, opportunity, new beginnings, wishing on a star, starting a new journey, a new chapter. The clarifiers, head and heart. We've got the Ace of Cups and we've got the Ace of Swords here. Okay, this is epiphanies, filling ourselves up with love, you know, taking care of ourselves, balancing our hearts and our minds. I'm lost for words. It just sort of, the cards that are coming out are just so perfect for the energy that we're in. Okay, and with the, and then with the magician as well. So again, you know, it's that everything, channeling the energy down into us. We have all the elements within us to create magic in the 3D. Okay, so that's what's going on externally. Let's dive into the subconscious. So straight away, we're diving into the Queen of Cups here, fixed water, Scorpio energy, which is taking me back to that death card. Diving deep into the subconscious to find the treasure, to find the diamonds, to face the sorrows, the griefs, the doubt, the fear, the loneliness, the confusion, whatever it is. We're diving beneath the surface with the Queen of Cups to see what is ready to be healed, integrated, and for the treasure within to be found. With that, we've got the Page of Cups. So reconciliation, forgiveness, apologies from self to self, coming back together in yourself, and also a message to follow your bliss. And and another message, the Five of Discs here, the Five of Pentacles. When we look outside of us, when we look around and compare ourselves to other people, we see the lack, we see the confusion, we see, you know, sort of, why has everyone else got all this stuff? Why does everybody else know all this stuff? What's wrong with me? It's nothing. We need to turn our attention inwards to the portal of the heart, connect to our own abundance, our own self-love, self-worth, our deservability, knowing that, you know, all the answers are within us. All the love, all the abundance, everything is within us. And as we do that, we come to the Eight of Wands. Things change really, really quickly. You know, suddenly it's like I'm getting a sense of like epiphanies. There's been lots. It feels like the last couple of weeks have been series of epiphanies that have made us look deeper into things. We're being sort of confronted with aspects of shadow, with the swamp monsters within, getting a chance to, as we subjectively experience things, objectively see the bigger patterns and see sort of what's going on. So Again, big things happening today. That's bringing us to the King of Discs, cardinal earth energy, Capricorn energy. What is it you want to build? Okay, building up. Creating out in the world. Capricorn rules the 10th house, which is about, what we're building out out in the world. Okay, and where have we not been doing that? Where have we been blocked? Because we've got the Justice card, which is the Libra card. It is balancing the scales. Often in the Justice card, there's a sword of truth and the scales there, epiphanies, karmic readjustment, balancing, doubled or even more because we've got the Judgment card. And in this one, we've got the Phoenix rising. Out of that death, we get rebirth. Out from those epiphanies, from that face in the shadow, from sitting in those energies that limit and restrict us, we get divine love and divine truth coming in. The Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords there, allowing us to be reborn in our power. And then we've got the four of Discs here, which is about we've got the Star in this card as well up at the top, which is taking me back to the Star card. Holding on to just what is necessary, letting everything go, not trying to cling on to everything. And that could be emotionally, it could be mindsets and mental patterns, beliefs and things like that. Relationships, just, letting go of everything that isn't essential. And often we hold on to it out of fear. Or if I let this relationship go, I'm going to be on my own forever. Oh, this is part of me. If I let go of this, I don't know who I'll be. Okay, it's the Sun in Capricorn, which is bringing me back to that King of Discs card as well. Okay, we need to start getting the energy moving. Then it brings us to the Wheel of Fortune. When we let go and release, okay, the Wheel of Fortune can move and evolve in our lives. And then Seven of Swords, get into the truth. Again, we've got the dark and the light here. The black crow, the white snake. But what I always notice about this card is both of them have got green eyes, and the crow is holding a green gemstone, heart chakra, seeing with the heart, seeing from the heart, finding the treasure amongst the lies, amongst the illusions and the delusions, feeling in loss or lonely or grief or fear or doubt. That's not our state as humans. Our true essence, our soul essence, is pure bliss and love. That's the treasure in the heart, connecting to that. Okay, and that gives us the inner strength. Okay, the lion-heartedness to face any challenge. Okay, facing any challenge with love and kindness. Okay, the Strength card, reconnecting to our inner strength. Okay, so let's just have an Art of the Sacred Wheel card. Then I'm going to post this straight away. Well, I'm going to upload it and post it straight away. So as soon as it's uploaded, it will go public. Okay. And yeah, apologies for the lateness of it. Just some days, life just takes over. There's just, from having a nice, easy day planned out, that all the things I was going to do, then suddenly there was loads of external, out in the world stuff I had to do, battling against sort of wind and cold and showers and things. Though I will say there were rewards. So, oh my God, for years and years and years, I've wanted a crow skull and crow feet. And the other day, in fact, I was walking to the dentist the other day. I saw a dead crow. It had obviously been knocked, clipped a vehicle or something like that, and had died. Just into some woodland, just at the side of the path where I walked down. And I thought, I didn't have a carrier bag. I didn't have anything with me to actually pick this thing to get this crow. And so yesterday on, as I wasn't going exactly the same route, but I could do a diversion to go and see if this crow was still there, with a carrier bag, with loads of kitchen roll to wrap it up in. It was still there. And so finally, after all these years, I now have my dead crow. I just need to work out how to get it down to bare bones. But yes, thank you to Source for a long-term prayer being answered, and it is absolutely magnificent. After I'd picked it up and I was walking to where I was going with this carrier bag, with it in a carrier bag, there must have been about 30 crows circling, squawking overhead, and I had to stop and say to them, look, it's a magical gift for me. It's a prayer being answered. I will, sort of great gratitude and everything, I received this crow, and it will be honoured in its death. And then they were fine. They all just went off. But yeah, so busy day. By the time I got home, I was just too exhausted to do the reading. So anyway, better late than never. I'm going to stop rambling now, get on and get this last card for this reading, and I'm going to upload it, and you should get it in about 15 minutes, an hour. So what do we need to know for Sunday the 24th of March 2024? Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective? Help us navigate today's energies for our highest and greatest good. What do we need to know? Okay, and there we are. Number 38, turning wheel, moving into a new phase. Okay, this is the last card of this deck. It's like sort of, a journey completed and moving on to a new phase, a new chapter. Okay, use this, the energies as we go into this full moon lunar eclipse to do just that. Let go of anything and everything that is no longer serving you. Okay, so I'm going to go and do the full moon lunar eclipse reading, and then tomorrow's reading, so it comes out at the right time for you. Okay, so I hope this reading resonates with you. If it does, as always, please do like, share, subscribe to the channel. Click on the wiggly bell for notifications when I'm releasing readings. If you like a personal reading from me, then please email me at the email address below the video in the descriptions box. Have a wonderful day, and from the bottom of my heart, in deep gratitude, thank you for watching.